Hello Gemini, and welcome to your March tarot reading. I hope that February has been peaceful and enlightening for you. I'd like to bring your attention to the description box where you will find my details if you would like a personal reading. Also, I would really appreciate some likes and comments and subscribes if you haven't already. Okay, Gemini, let's get straight into your reading and see what the energies are for March. Thank you, Spirit. Please show us Gemini energies for March. Okay. Alright, this one wants to come out. We have the 9 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Swords. Oh, they're taking their time today, Gemini. We'll get round to the right ones in a moment. And there they go. Okay, so first one was the 7 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the 3 of Wands. Alright, we're looking for 3 more, Gemini. Thank you, Spirit. Please show us 3 more cards for March. Thank you. We have the 8 of Cups. Oh, and there we go, our last 2. The Page of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Alright, Gemini, let me draw on these energies now and see what we have. So, the 9 of Pentacles speaks about an inner wealth as well as a financial abundance. This is kind of when you're in a position of being able to share of yourself, being able to feel comfortable on your platform or in your arena. You have created and worked hard for that which you have, and you feel free. If you notice, there's a bird there. I'm not quite sure what bird it is, but there's an aspect of freedom here, and that you can choose where to put your energies next. Also, you can choose to share of that energy, that knowledge, that wisdom, all your innate skills to help other people up the ladder. So there's a feeling here that you want to get to a place where you can support other people coming through. The 8 of Swords, though, speaks about a mental stress, that you feel like you're tied and bound, you feel as if you're trapped, but this is very much in the mind, and it's very much of your own making. You notice here that we have a mirror indicating this is a reflection of what is going on within you. And so the lady here is able to release herself if she chooses to look at something another way. And if you also notice, we have kind of the element of water, or at least the colour of water here, indicating that there's an intuition on how to move forward. You kind of know that this is what is holding you back, or you're holding yourself back in the way that you think. And maybe there's an issue here with your self-doubt. Perhaps you think that this is unattainable, or that you'll never get there. As you've been working so hard, you feel like you'll never get there. But the next card, the 7 of Pentacles, tells me that there is, or there will be, or there excuse me, there has been a certain amount of foundation established already. You have made inroads into what you want to do. So not to be scoffed at what you've done so far. You might not be entirely satisfied with that, and you might see a bigger picture and want to have that bigger picture in front of you. But this is a very steady growth, and this is not where you're staying. There is more potential, so not to give up, and perhaps just to step back and give yourself some kudos and give yourself a break. So the King of Pentacles is kind of a very solid and grounded energy. He knows how to create a solid and secure foundation. He has the wisdom and the insight. If you notice the wolf, there's a certain amount of kind of intuition in the way that he moves. The King of Pentacles is Capricorn ruled, so there is a strong intuition on how to secure and build here with this kind of Saturnian energy. Then we have the Three of Wands, which obviously three not being kind of a stable number. This lady is in search of her fourth wand, so she's waiting for her ships to come in. She knows that there's more to be had, and she's waiting for that stability, and this does give the indication that it is coming, it is on its way. But then we have the Eight of Cups. Now this all rests on emotion, it all rests on how you feel. The Eight of Cups speaks about having a certain amount of abundance in front of you, but not being entirely satisfied. It's not the full deal for you, and so off you go in search of that which is missing. And you are supported by the sun's light here. The universal backing is represented here, showing you that you should continue on the path and not be satisfied with something that you're not entirely happy with. And so the mental process here, the feeling of being trapped, will release. You'll be able to release yourself, seeing how you bind yourself up and go in search of what is missing for you. The Page of Pentacles therefore brings you opportunity. So the Page of Pentacles is a seed for growth. It is an offer, an opportunity. Could be a job, may well be your own business or your own kind of endeavor or enterprise, something that is actually probably more innate within you, something that you're quite skilled at. So this is your opportunity coming in, and through March I wouldn't be surprised if you see something or you are connected to something that brings you this opportunity and this seed of growth. The High Priestess is indicating that, you know, the aspect of self that is kind of talking to you, your intuition, is telling you how to move through here. And I want to go back to the intuition of the King of Pentacles here. So the new moon here indicates a new start, and also a bringing out into the open of that which is hidden, in a sense that the knowledge that you require is actually all within you, and the belief and the understanding of how to step forward. The High Priestess represents hidden knowledge or esoteric knowledge, and so it can mean tapping into the Akashic records or knowledge of self. So maybe there's some meditation going on here, Gemini, and you've been kind of processing how to move ahead. I'm going to get some clarity on these cards for you now. Oh, thank you. First card out is the Ace of Cups. Fantastic. Oh, that's quite a lot. So I'm going to take the one that's facing me, Gemini, and that's the Ten of Wands. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Oh, lovely. So we have the Six of Wands over the Seven of Pentacles. Thank you. So we have the Emperor over the King of Pentacles and the Page of Swords over the Three of Wands. Whoa. And I'm going to take three more as they're quite chatty at the moment. We have the Knight of Swords over the Eight of Cups, and we have the Seven of Swords over the Page of Pentacles. One last one, Gemini. Okay, two last ones maybe. Interesting. So we have the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. Alright, so let's have a look at these now. For clarity on the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Cups. This is a peak emotional experience. This is something that you're aiming towards. You're a very communicative sign, Gemini, so it doesn't surprise me that the thing that would probably make you most happy is to share your love in by way of teaching, by way of encouraging others, or giving them the tools to move forward. So the Ace of Cups here is kind of, this is your this is what you're aiming for. This is your peak experience, is to get to the point where you're able to share of self. And I do believe that the rest of the cards are showing you the way towards that. We have the Ten of Wands over the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is all of that kind of trapped and anxious anxiety rather, and then the Ten of Wands is the end of a troublesome cycle. So you've been through all of these experiences, you've been carrying these burdens for a very long time, and it's time to let them go. There is respite on the horizon ahead, and you may not see it or feel it right now, but the end of the cycle is in sight. So the Six of Wands clarifies the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is a harvest and perhaps some dissatisfaction, but the Six of Wands shows that there's a victory. There's a you've won the battle, in terms of you've really got quite a fair foundation there, and it's not to be scoffed at. And so to maybe, there's a little bit of kind of gratitude here and appreciation of the hard work that you've put in. It definitely speaks to me about counting your blessings here. Then the King of Pentacles has the Emperor. Now this is very powerful energy, Gemini. So the Emperor is Aries ruled, and he's very kind of impulsive and passionate, but also very creative and incisive. He's able to see how to put down seeds and grow them, and he has the force, the martial force to bring them about. It's very powerful, that combination. So I know that you have this combination within you, and it just needs to be expressed. The Page of Swords clarifies the Three of Wands, because the Page of Swords is an illumination, a message, some sort of communication coming in that gives you an opportunity, gives you insight, and so you know that there's more ahead of you, that you know there are things coming in towards you as you've been having communication, or there's communication on the way here, Gemini. So the Knight of Swords is quite an incisive energy. He also brings great clarity. So there's going to be perhaps like some great insight, some little spark is going to occur within you to send you off in the direction of all of your blessings, Gemini. You have this very passionate, forthright and direct knight coming to show you the path. Perhaps there's an air sign around you, another air sign around you, or perhaps this is your own enlightenment here. So the Seven of Swords is over the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is your new seed, your new opportunity. And the Seven of Swords asks us to be quite discerning in how we move forward here. Traditionally, the Seven of Swords speaks of trickery or deceit, but it also speaks to me about getting away with wisdom, getting away with information. And so here, perhaps this offer is only coming to you. Perhaps you'll be first to see this opportunity, and you'll be able to act upon it before anybody else. Oops. Oh dear. And that was one of my crystals. So over the High Priestess, we have the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. We have some interesting correlations here, some kind of growth through the suits. So the Seven here talks about unseen forces. Sometimes this is about a battle within. The Sevens often indicate things that we need to adjust or fine-tune within us. We need to look a little deeper at things with the Sevens. So sometimes these are opportunities and we can't quite see the root of them. We don't quite know what they entail. But the gentleman here has the higher ground, and so eventually you'll be able to find something that that seems solid to you and that you're clear about, and that kind of clarifies your intuition. You'll be following that gut instinct. And the Eight of Pentacles is the card of mastery, of supreme focus, if you like, because it helps you to focus in on that which will bring you the abundance. Lovely, Gemini. I'm going to get you 2 advice cards now. Thank you, Spirit. Show us 2 advice cards for Gemini March. And they've flown off away from me. One moment. Okay, Gemini. So the 2 cards that flew out for you were the comparison and the fighting card. Interesting. So comparison speaks about how in daily life we kind of pitch ourselves against our competition, or so we think. This kind of mental obstacle course we put ourselves through, comparing ourselves against our competition, against people around us, our family, people we see on the screen. To me, there is no point in making comparison, because we all have unique and innate skills and qualities that we're here to bring to the world, and so not to diminish either or. The oak has strength, and it puts down really solid roots, whereas the bamboo is extremely flexible and it grows very fast. So each has its qualities. So if you're stuck in a situation or mentally where you're doubting yourself and you're holding yourself back through this self-doubt, it's perhaps time to let go of comparison and see yourself as the unique light that you are. And then fighting. So the fighting card speaks about how we're on the defensive, especially if we've been through the mill. We often wear an armor that kind of does more harm than good. If you notice on this card, this gentleman's suit of armor has these little kind of buttons or screws, or I'm not entirely sure. They're like little screws, and they're rusting. And this tells me that basically, there are perhaps some triggers still in you that trigger your negative reaction, and perhaps to shed this defensiveness, this suit of armor, and allow yourself to flow and to be a little more vulnerable. As as a man thinketh, so is he. So basically, if you think that you're going to be attacked, or you are being attacked, then you will be attacked. It kind of goes like that. You will see everything through that lens. And so to remove the triggers for other people to press will allow you peace. So now I'm going to pull you one outcome card, Gemini, to see where March is taking you. So we have the Seven of Swords again. And the Seven of Swords, as I say, is going off with a certain amount of wisdom. It's going off with some understanding, some truths, some insight into situations and things, and maybe even people. So look out and be more discerning in how you view things, and kind of step back away from the triggers and away from the emotion, and really look into what it's trying to teach you. Okay, Gemini, I'll leave it there. I'll see you next time. Thank you.